horror fans, to another episode of Slash and Cast, the show that brings you all the biggest horror news of the week every week. We are your hosts. My name is Riley.
My name is Nick.
Happy Valentine's Day weekend. Man, we've done so much Valentine's Day content. I have said Happy Valentine's Day more than I have in my life.
That's true. Yeah, I worked at the gas station on Valentine's Day morning, and people are like, Happy Valentine's Day. I'm like,
shut up.
Happy Friday. Take your free drink and go.
Got some exciting news today. I thought it was going to be a slow week, and all of a sudden they started hitting. Man, we got two different ASIM game news, both from Ilphonic. Crystal Lake update. We never get one of those. For real. I thought for sure it was going to be canceled, but yeah. Here we are. Let's dive right in. Let's start with the ASIM news of the week here. Predator Hunting Grounds. It's still getting updates. It's still getting new content. Can you believe it? Brand new Predator available right now. The new Anubis Predator. Whispered through the ages and etched into the annals of Yautja history, Anubis is not merely a god of death. He is death personified, the relentless predator who foresees every final breath. As the forebear of Cleo, his legacy casts a shadow that even eternity cannot escape. Predator Hunting Grounds is doing what I always wanted them to do, which was play with time. Go back in time, which they've been doing for a while, but it's only been with the Predators, and it still only is with the Predators. Man, I want to see them play around with maps. I'm still waiting on them to confirm that they're going to do new maps. Nothing yet, but still, they had some patch notes, real short. I'm not even going to go through them, just quick fixes here and there, some sound bugs, things like that. But yeah, new Predator available right now, and he does come with a new weapon as well, the Eye of Ra. As if harnessing its power from the sun itself, this gleaming variant of the handheld plasma caster fires powerful, concentrated projectiles with less arc and faster traveling speed. However, it has a slower firing rate and a smaller clip capacity. Now, if you've played Predator lately, a lot of new Xbox players on there, which is fun. You still get games quickly, which is wild. Love that game is still doing well. It's got a really committed following behind it.
Yes.
But man, when you get those people that are good with the plasma caster, it's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
God, and now you get one that's even better. I mean, it's nice it's a slower firing rate. So to be determined if it's going to be broken in OP, but I hate when I get shit on by a plasma caster.
Yeah. And again, love the new Predators we're getting. You know, they've confirmed are new Predators. Yeah. It'd be really nice to get a map somehow, even if it's not with a piece of content like new Predator or something. Just try to get us a new map ASAP.
Yeah, just anything different. Get us out of the jungle, man. Like let's go to Antarctica, let's go to the AVP route, or let's go back in time. Let's go to the city. You know, we have Jungle Hunter in there. Why not? Why not just, I don't know. It'd be fun.
Yeah, city would be a little tougher. I guess with Antarctica, there's nothing to climb around on.
Well, that's why I feel like they're stuck, because the big Predator movement mechanic is being able to traverse the trees. And if there are no trees, what do you traverse? I think that takes away a lot of the gameplay.
You know, maybe they could go, with this piece of content, maybe go to like Egypt, the desert, and have just a bunch of ruins and pyramids and not trees. And you could hop around these ancient buildings. Yeah.
I'm sure there's a way to make it work, even if it was a different game mode. I know they already have like the 2v6, something like that, or there's like the full team versus team component in there.
Well, yeah.
The Clash. So that game mode never really took off for me. I wasn't a big fan of that.
No.
But a different game mode that encompassed different maps, I would be all for.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'd like to see that. But yeah, this new Predator, Anubis Predator, is available right now. It's premium content at $4.99. That's not it, okay? Predator Hunting Grounds also announced that they have a giveaway coming soon. It's custom controllers for both PlayStation, PS5, and Xbox, and they're super cool, especially the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'd take a bullet to get that controller.
Yeah, that one looks so sick.
Can I just buy it? Can I just get in over there at Ilphonic? Please, I'll pay for it. Just give me the blueprints. Just give me the blueprints, make it happen.
I'd love that. I love those controllers.
Yeah, that is super cool. I would love to have it. I'm just glad they're still supporting Predator, because I always thought it was a little underrated. I want to play it more.
Yeah, and then they just stopped for years.
Yeah, and then they got back the publishing rights, and now hopefully they're running with it. Right now, they're lightly jogging with it.
They're simmering. They're not cooking yet. They're simmering.
Yeah, I want them to run with it.
Turn the heat up.
Ilphonic's not very quick to give up. Okay, now a lot of people have been talking about Killer Klowns. I don't like when we just jump to dead game. If I can launch a game and find a lobby faster than I can find a lobby in Dead by Daylight, then I don't think it's a dead game. And that's exactly what you can do in Killer Klowns. You can still jump in, have a good time. It's like I think it's a great ASIM party game.
Absolutely.
It's a great party game. Well, they have some new DLC available as well. The Slumber Party DLC might give you some PTSD to the pajama pack that we never got in F13, but they say humans just want to have fun, but what they really want is survive the clown invasion in style, dress up in your favorite slumber party wear, and take on the clowns that flare. This DLC includes slumber-themed tops, bottoms, and full suits, includes feety pajamas, lace camisole top, large jersey, loungewear, and silk sleepwear.
Love it.
Yeah, I dig it.
Love the fun we can have in Killer Klowns with customization.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want in Killer Klowns. And the IP calls for that as well. Yeah. But Ilphonic, if there's one thing that they are great at, it's customization.
Yep.
They're pretty much the only ones in ASIM that do it to this degree. Dead by Daylight is up there too, but yeah, you love to see it. I'm going to be wearing that large jersey.
I'm going to be rotating with a bunch of these in the pajama pack.
Yeah, you look like a silk sleepwear kind of guy.
I like to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And sexy.
Yeah, this one costs 280 tickets. That's the in-game currency. It's approximately, depending on the pack of tickets you buy, $5 to $6, depending on how big of a pack you buy. So I'll be scooping them up.
It supports the game.
Yeah, anything to keep them making content, I will keep buying it. I'm for it.
Absolutely.
Now, they also got some new Twitch drops for Valentine's Day, starting February 14th, Friday, now, when we're recording this. This won't come out till Sunday, so you're not going to have a ton of time. 10 a.m. Pacific and running through February 28th, 10 a.m. Pacific. Watch any participating channel streaming Killer Klowns from Outer Space, the game on Twitch to begin unlocking new items. You have the Show of Affection. It's a new human face paint. Got kisses out in the face.
I like it.
I like it. Then you have Passionate Overalls, which is a full human body outfit, and Wobbles, a tracker special character.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the Twitch drops. And again, with the customization, Killer Klowns, Ilphonic, they're hitting it on the head there.
Yeah, Twitch drops are so cool. I wish YouTube would do something like that to take advantage of it.
Wish also that they could have done it a little earlier, so we could have had them
by Valentine's Day. Right?
By Valentine's Day. I mean, if you could have started on Valentine's Day and got them all probably within an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Probably.
So you could have still played it on Valentine's Day and this weekend, but would have been nice to see it a little earlier. But glad we have them at all, and it's free. You just got to watch Twitch.
Yeah.
Link your accounts and do all that stuff.
Yeah. There's a guide on how to do that in the description. It's a full walkthrough to linking your account to the Ilphonic's database and Twitch and, et cetera, et cetera. Pretty sweet, though. I'm into it. But that's your ASIM news of the week. Let's move on to our next topic. Until Dawn, the movie, just got a new trailer. If you've seen the first trailer, I think I recommend not watching this one. If you want to watch it in its entirety, we'll have some clips in here. But if you want to watch it in its entirety, link in the description. I've watched most of it. It is revealing a lot of the monsters, and it's kind of getting more detail on how they're essentially, it's looping, it's time loop essentially.
Right.
And yeah, it's cool, but I've seen enough. I was already in. I'm good, but I saw it looked like the response this time around was a little more positive. I've seen people kind of buying in a little bit more, and I actually think what did that more so for Until Dawn was the new posters. Now, the first poster they released that has the hourglass made out of the trees with the house on top, and then it's the skulls. The skulls are making the salt coming through.
Yes.
What a fucking cool design. Such a cool poster. I really dig it. I saw people were like, okay, that's pretty lit. Whether or not you want to see the movie, that poster's sick. And then on top of that new poster, they're doing unique monster posters, per the creatures that are in the movie. And it looks like they're going to have one for every single monster. And as a poster guy that loves buying original posters, I was looking at this, I'm like, fuck. I was like, man, I'm going to have to buy every single one of those. They're all cool. I really dig it. It's very Until Dawn-y.
Yes.
And I like that. So if the movie can capture the tone as well as these posters are, they're going to be fine.
Yeah. And then, it says every night has a different nightmare. Every night, a different nightmare.
Yeah.
And different posters for all of them. slightly different character, different monster. That's awesome. That's exactly what fits this.
Yeah, they were smart.
Yes.
Smart. Which is why I still throwing out the idea. It's a little too late for this, but throwing out the idea to Clue it, to do what Clue did back in 1985 and have a different ending, like 5 different endings spread across the world in different theaters. You don't know which one you're going to get. I just think that would be so cool. It's such an Until Dawn thing to do. But,
True.
If you don't know the synopsis here, 1 year after her sister Melanie mysteriously disappeared, Clover and her friends head into the remote valley where she vanished in search of answers. Exploring an abandoned visitor center, they find themselves stalked by a mass killer and horrifically murdered one by one, only to wake up and find themselves back at the beginning of the same evening. Trapped in the valley, they're forced to relive the nightmare again and again. Only each time the killer threat is different, each more terrifying than the last. Hope dwindling, the group soon realizes they have a limited number of deaths left, and the only way to escape is to survive until dawn.
They said it.
Yeah, I'm super into it, man. And that's coming from somebody who's a massive fan of the game, too. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I've replayed the original. I still haven't beat the remaster, so I'm trash. But I played the original several times. Big fan of it, and I like that they're going a unique route. They still seem to be capturing the tone. They got Alan in there.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing. So, I don't know. I'm into it. Maybe they'll let me down, but I hope not. In theaters, April 25th. Not too far away.
Yeah. Hopefully more people come around.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't go in with that negative mindset and then just shit on the movie before they even see it.
Yeah, I hope. Well, one, I hope it's a good movie. It's David Sandberg, so I have high hopes for just the horror side of the movie. I have a lot of faith in David Sandberg as a director. But yeah, I hope if it actually is good, it delivers as a horror film. I hope Until Dawn fans can go in with an open mind and not immediately like, this isn't what I played. I hope that doesn't happen. If it's good, let's appreciate like it's good. Let's not Halloween 3 it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense. You know what I'm saying. Let's move on to our next topic. Interesting new release coming up here. Samara Weaving. Anything with Samara Weaving, I'm in.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
She's got a new movie coming out called Borderline. It's described as a violently romantic comedy. Sounds like my kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Sounds like Hard Eyes.
Yes.
If you will. This one, it's about a violent sociopath named Paul, played by Ray Nicholson. Fucking love that guy. Escapes from a mental hospital and embarks on a dangerous rampage. His target, Sophia, played by Samara Weaving, a world-famous pop star. An obsessive fan, he takes Sophia hostage in her own home, delusionally believing they're getting married. Paul is desperate to prove his dedication, but Sophia is just trying to survive the night. As Paul grows more unhinged, his fantasy becomes more dangerous. With help from her loyal bodyguard, played by Eric Dane, Sophia must fight not only for her life, but for her sanity, and escape the sinister grip of her stalker and his growing group of accomplices.
This has been one that I've been looking forward to for a while. And there's just been no info on it. And then finally we got a poster a couple weeks ago, and now we finally got the trailer today.
Yeah.
And
if you want to see that trailer in its whole, link in the description.
Now, in my opinion, I think the trailer might have showed a little bit too much. But
maybe.
But fuck, Ray Nicholson is the perfect casting for this.
Ray Nicholson is going to blow up. It's going to happen.
I mean, he's the son of Jack Nicholson.
Right.
But it's not nepotism. He's that fucking guy.
Yeah. I think he's going to blow up. It's only a matter of time because he's got the same spunk that his dad does. But I think he's got a little more range, maybe. I don't know.
I think so. And yeah, playing, he escaped from a mental hospital. He plays a psycho in this. And in that trailer, it shows he is the perfect person to play this role.
Yeah. And you mentioned that this trailer might be a little spoilery. And that's probably true. They probably have too many of the one-liners in there that may not hit as well now. I think it's important to at least watch most of that trailer because you need to understand the tone that you're going into.
Yes,
and they're going full stupid with it a lot of the times, which I appreciate. I think it's gonna be funny.
Oh, absolutely, and of course Samara Weaving, amazing as always.
Yeah,
I think she plays this. She's gonna play this really well as well.
Yeah, and this one is in theaters and digital on March 14th, right around the corner.
Yeah. Are we going to see it in theaters or are we watching it digital?
Listen, the amount of movies we have to see in theaters this year, if I can see it in digital day one, I might just do that.
That makes me a little scared. They're throwing it on digital day one as well. Like,
I think it opens a door. If you're a lower budget film that isn't going to get the same marketing and publicity that these bigger ones are, if you throw it on digital right away, I just think it opens a door for you to be discovered.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it's not just going straight to digital, because a lot of those are a little poo-poo, but this looks so fun. And hopefully it does well enough to, get Samara and Ray some more recognition.
Yeah, I hope so. I dig it. Let's move on to our next topic. This is an exciting one for Scooby-Doo fans. I'm just kidding. For F-13 fans out there, we finally got a Crystal Lake update. If you don't remember, it was announced 2022. It's been 3 years already since this was announced. A24 and Peacock, they're teaming up, and they are bringing Friday the 13th to the small screen. Okay, we're getting a Crystal Lake TV series on Peacock that is meant to be a prequel series. However, Brad Fuller was originally the showrunner. Brian Fuller was originally the showrunner. Things hit the fan a little bit. It wasn't clear why, but he went through some controversy. Fuller did. And I don't know. I think the direction that he wanted to go, I don't think there was a controversy that led to it. I think it was just, it wasn't working out.
Yeah.
Honestly, anything with this franchise, dude, it's just, I don't know.
It's got a death curse.
It does have a death curse, man. But yeah, it seemed like A24 and Fuller just weren't on the same page. And then they brought in Brad Caleb Kane, who's also the showrunner for Welcome to Derry, which, by the way, I was going to have this as a topic, but it's still don't have an official source on this. Welcome to Derry was delayed again to 2026. Yeah. That show was supposed to come out in 2024. And then it got delayed to 2025, and now it's delayed to 2026.
Hopefully it's because he's busy with Crystal Lake.
Exactly. I say that might be good news that Welcome to Derry was delayed, because now the door is open for Crystal Lake to move forward and maybe get moving.
Trying to stay positive here.
Yeah, but I would say it's good news that Brad Caleb Kane is the showrunner, because Welcome to Derry is already confirmed for 3 seasons, and they're trying to really run with it. So it sounds like good things are happening there. But yeah, Kane seems extremely excited for it, so I have hope still. Although I can't wrap my brain around how you do one, and I guess a prequel series is possible. I don't know.
It's definitely tough, and that's what the writers' room had problems with before over these last couple of years.
Yeah,
just figuring out where to go and how to get there.
Yeah, and it's not clear if all the news we had before is still a thing. Like Adrienne King was going to be in it.
And she was in the writer's room.
And she's in the writer's room, and you had Kevin Williamson was writing an episode. Is that still happening? No idea. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. But we finally did get an update. Some news. Actually, some good news, in my opinion. According to a report from Jeff Snyder over at The Insider, Linda Cardellini is in talks to play Jason's mother in Crystal Lake. Linda Cardellini, most famously for Scooby-Doo. She plays Velma in the live-action Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah. I hope this is good news. I mean, I'm excited if it's true. Of course, it's just a in talks kind of thing. Uh-huh. But yeah, the fact that we're, getting our Pamela, our Jason's mother, announcement hopefully soon means that they got to be moving forward, right? They're not just stuck like they have been.
Right. That's what you would think.
You would think.
Yeah. Linda Cardellini, for me, I seen some people not sure. I think she's a great fit.
Yeah.
I think she's a great fit. I think she has the ability to be really scary. I know we don't really see her do that, but man, I bet she's got a real dark side. I bet she can really turn it on. And she's obviously super good looking. All right. Velma was always the hot one. Everybody knows that. Mm-hmm. But I was
talking about Fred.
I think she could be scary looking too. I think she could turn it on. So
I hope so.
I'm all for it. Love me some Linda Cardellini. I think it was Dr. Wolfula shared a meme that was like her in Scooby-Doo 2 when she comes out in the leather suit and says to Seth Green, who's your mommy? And then it was Seth Green with a hockey mask on. It's like my mommy. Thought that was hilarious.
That was good.
Great. So yeah, Crystal Lake. I guess it's still a thing. Guess we're still moving forward now. Movie? New game?
Movie, less likely. New game, even less likely.
Yeah. It's nice to see anything happening in that franchise, though. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, multiverses.
Now that's dead too.
Yeah, that game's gonna die. rumors of it coming back.
Please.
I really hope so. But
please.
Yeah, there's an Abominable Snow Jason in there. That's what we got. That's our Friday the 13th content.
That's what I would love that.
It was. Multiverses was the only thing really going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now back to nothing. Hopefully Crystal Lake actually starts moving forward.
Please. Please don't let us down again. Please. All right, moving on to our next topic. Directive 8020 just got its story reveal trailer at the PlayStation Showcase. And they went into some more details on it on the PlayStation blog. But this trailer is pretty sweet. I'm not a big, I don't know why, but I'm just not a big space horror guy.
I'm not either.
I love Alien. So I guess if you do it right, I'm in. You know, I guess I'm into it.
I tried playing Dead Space. I've tried actually playing like the first quarter of all of them, and it's just not for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Jason X.
Everyone loves Jason X.
Yeah, so when Directive 8020 was announced that it was going to be in space, I was like, oh, man, I don't know. But now with this new story trailer, again, link in the description for the full get up there. But now with this new reveal, I'm kind of into it. So Directive 8020 takes place in a timeline where Earth is dying and humankind is seeking a new home in the stars. The Cassiopeasis, hopefully I'm saying that right, is the initial survey ship sent to scout for a new habitable planet. Fully outfitted as a colony craft, but flying with a vastly reduced crew, their mission is to test every procedure on board without ever touching down on the planet they've been sent to orbit. However, the crew awakens from their 4-year hypersleep to a hull breach, a murder, and some extremely suspicious crew activity. It soon becomes apparent that the ship is infected with an alien organism that could transform into any one of them. While you may be human, others in your crew may not be, and killers can hide behind familiar eyes. So essentially, The Thing.
Deceit.
Yeah. That's a thing.
Among Us.
Yeah. Among Us. It's very The Thing meets Alien is kind of what's happening here. It is what is a little bit different than The Thing, and you get this more clearly in the trailer. It's not like you are not possessed, you're not taken over by The Thing.
Right.
It's you can have two of you walking around, which you see in the trailer. It could be just, it's a clone of you, essentially, is what this alien organism is doing.
Right.
But what's also cool about this is that they are bringing in some new mechanics that change up gameplay a little bit than what we've seen before with supermassive games. So players will need to rely on stealth in order to evade these organisms, as enemies can emerge from anywhere on board the ship, and you'll need to sneak and hide to get past the alien stalkers. You also have at your disposal a multifunctional utility strap your character wears on their wrist. The strap also controls a shoulder-mounted flashlight. However, you'll need to be careful using this, as the aliens can spot the beam. You'll also have a scanner for detecting electronics and remotely activating systems. You can also communicate and strategize with your crewmates from afar using your messenger. Lastly, you have what's referred to as a wedge tool, which can be used to open doors, but as a last resort, can also be used as a weapon. So these supermassive games, you've never really been able to fight back. They're way more linear. You kind of know exactly where you're going with just quick time events to get you to the next step. They've always been evolving with each game. This is definitely a big step forward. This is very pushing into Alien Isolation gameplay style. So that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing, but I'm into it.
Yeah, it definitely has piqued my interest a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, I was not into this one at all. I love all the supermassive games, even the Man of Medan. You know, a lot of people dog on Man of Medan. I enjoyed it. I was in to go ship the game. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't too excited for this one, but they changed my mind a little bit here.
Yeah,
I will be playing it now. I can lock in 100% that I'm gonna play it, but it's gonna be a little bit because she doesn't come out till October 2nd of this year. Could be worse. Just hold your breath for 8 months. You'll be good to go. Let's move on to our next topic, shall we? Quite a few things here for Scream news. Our Scream 7 updates of the week. First one comes from Deadline, okay? Jasmine Savoy Brown. We already knew she's coming back as Mindy. She did an interview recently with Deadline. She said, talked about working with Kevin Williamson, and she was so positive. She was so positive about it. Yeah. With these, I want to show you the clip. I don't want to just read it. I'll just show you the clip.
Working with Kevin has been a dream. I was so excited when I heard that he was directing, and he has said on the record that Mindy is his favorite character, so how could I resist? He is delightful and so encouraging and such a positive, wonderful person and director. I think people are in for a treat.
Yeah, so she's very excited, and Jasmine was one of those. Jasmine and Mason got dogged on when they got announced that they were casted, as that sucks. You know, the Scream cult is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
To the point they're boycotting Hard Eyes, and it's been rough. And like I said, especially these young actors in their 20s, I would never blame them for taking a good job like this. It's hard. It's hard to make it out there. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't. Dogging on Jasmine is stupid. You know, take it out who you need to take it out on, and that's Spyglass. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, glad she's excited. Glad it was an honor working with Kevin Williamson. Everyone's so happy working with Kevin.
Yeah, I'm really glad to see that. Everyone has something to say about Kevin.
Yeah.
Which is good, and it's all good.
He's a goat.
He is a goat.
But also, we had Scott Foley. Everyone's still questioning what the hell Scott is doing in this movie. And we don't have a clear answer yet, but he did at least confirm it's not going to be stupid. That's how I'll say that. This quote to me confirms it's not going to be stupid. He said with Collider, that I wasn't quite sure how that was going to happen, but I had a phone conversation with Kevin Williamson, who I knew at the very beginning of my career when I did Dawson's Creek and Scream 3. I hadn't talked to him in a few years, but he just said, I want you to do it. I said, what could I possibly be doing? And he explained it to me, and I thought, oh, okay, that makes sense. There is a world where you will not have to suspend disbelief. How about that? We'll see. I'm excited about it, though. So yeah, you don't have to worry. Kevin has an actual idea that makes logical sense when it comes to Roman. Actually, Roman I'm not too worried about. It's going to be a flashback. No shit. It's going to be a flashback. Yeah. Probably going to be killing Marine. Could be the opening scene, actually.
That'd be nuts. That'd be so fun.
It's so smart. It's such a Kevin move to make. To like, hey, you know what? The opening scenes in this franchise are known for being iconic. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go to our roots here, shall we?
I can fucking picture it. You know, all the logos pop on, and then, boom, 1995.
Yeah. God.
I'm ready. I want that.
Yeah. Roman makes more sense to me. Scott coming back makes more sense to me. Matt, Stu being back, unless it's in the same vein of the flashback.
Right.
I don't know. And we haven't gotten more answers on that. Nothing very clear on that. Just Scott's been going around doing some marketing for another film he's working on. So, but also Scott was on Entertainment Tonight today, Friday on Valentine's Day, and had a short little clip talking about Scream and how he's coming back. And this one is not as promising. So take a look at this one.
This month, we're celebrating 25 years since you starred in Scream 3 as Ghostface.
I know.
Say what?
She shut me out in the cold forever. Her own son.
And here we are getting this lovely news. It is confirmed you are coming back for part 7. But how in the world is that the case that Roman's coming back because you were shot in the head? You were dead as can be. Is it a hallucination? Is it a dream?
Yes.
Is it his twin brother?
That's a great... Man, these are good questions. You
Give
are
it
good
up.
at what you do.
Scott.
And I appreciate all of these questions.
Well, as a fan, I must know.
Thank you. Well, I must tell you... Here's the thing. If I had the answer, I would pull you out of these microphones and I would tell you, I'd whisper it in your ear, and I would tell you exactly what's going to happen to the character.
Well, let's go, Scott.
How
Come
he's
on.
back. I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I have no idea.
You have shot the scenes.
I have not shot any scenes.
I heard you were down in Atlanta shooting something.
I've been shooting Will Trent
in
Atlanta.
Are you sure?
They are putting the actors up in the same hotel where Will Trent put me up.
Okay.
So the Scream actors are in the same hotel. I've even gotten into the Scream van on accident. The guy was like, Scream? And I was like, yeah. He's like, no, are you going to shoot Scream? And I was like, no, I did that 20 years ago. He's like, this bus is for Scream actors. I was like, oh, right. I'm in the wrong van. That's how it goes.
I'll buy that. But it's just, there's a
Seems a little sketchy.
Especially the fact that Mark Consuelos was at the hotel, too. And I'm hearing
you know everything.
He is in
He's
Scream
so handsome, isn't he?
I love it. Don't steer me off track here, buddy.
I thought I could get you that way.
Are you pumped? You're getting back with Nev and Courtney.
And look, the fact that this franchise is so beloved and is having me back is very flattering, and I'm excited to be a part of it and to continue Roman's legacy, whatever it may be.
Yeah, interesting. He has not shot yet because those rumors were going around. He was down there in Atlanta, but he confirmed in another interview that that's kind of where the conversations happened because they were all down there at the same time, so it worked out. But it is interesting that he hasn't shot yet, and then him playing dumb, saying he doesn't know. Like he'll say in one interview, he's like, "Yeah, it's a great idea. Don't no suspension of disbelief needed here.
Yeah, Kevin told me everything.
Yeah. Then he's like, oh, I have no idea. But I wanted to share that clip, just doing our due diligence here. Just make sure we get all the clips of Scott Foley and Scream News. And also, another clip here. Parker Posey, also Entertainment Tonight, had another interesting little interview. She basically just said that she wants to make a stab film.
25 years ago, you were in Scream 3, if you could believe it's been that much time.
I know.
The franchise is still going strong. What's it like?
What I just pitched to my agents, there should be a stab movie, right?
It's time. You really pitched that?
Yeah, I really did. Yeah.
You should do it.
You can see it, right?
I can absolutely see it, and I see you in it.
Yeah.
Would you play Gail?
Of course. I'd play Gail now, but then I'd play a younger Gail, and I'd have all the Snapchat features. Is Snapchat still around?
Yes.
Oh, okay. People are still doing it.
Yeah.
Have they ever made a movie with masks on people's faces or anything like that?
That would be a first.
Well,
it's time to pitch it. Let's make it
It's
happen.
time to pitch it. That with Stab 3, I think could work.
Despite your character's death in the film, if there was a way to bring her back, would you do it again?
Of course. Of course. Yeah, it was fun.
I hate the idea. Let me just say. Of course, seeing Parker Posey come back in the world of Stab would be fun, but it's never going to work.
No.
It's never going to work, man. But you could bring back Parker Posey as Jennifer in a Scream film.
Maybe Scream 7?
Yeah, maybe. Especially because in Scream 6, they technically confirm that she's alive.
Yeah.
On the marquee, the marquee of the movie theater. She has her own little show going on. So technically Jennifer Jolie is alive. She was asked about that as well by E.T. If she was able to come back, even though she died in Scream 3, would she do it? And she's like, yeah, of course. I had a great time doing that. Why would I not? So the door's open.
Yes.
That's the good news. Man, I would love to see Parker Posey come back. A lot of people don't like Scream 3, but there's one thing that most people can agree on is that she was fantastic.
I will agree with that.
But you say you don't like Scream 3. God, I'm going to kick you off the show. You say something like that again. But, yeah, there's your Scream news of the week. Things are getting juicy. A lot of big, I would call them leaks or heavy rumors. I don't want to go over too many of those. There's been things like a quick one here. There's a rumor that there's a strangulation with intestines.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's a rumor. Strangulation with intestines.
In Scream?
Right. A little crazy. So, but they, Mason Gooding did say it's more graphic than ever.
Yeah, the most brutal Ghostface to date.
Yeah.
Which Scream 6 is pretty brutal.
And he also said it's, in terms of being brutal, anatomically logistical. In other words, body horror, which strangulation with intestines would certainly do it. So,
and it was there was a kill or a scene that made even his stomach queasy, and he's a horror fan.
Well, he just said he saw a prosthetic.
Yeah,
just seeing it hanging in a trailer,
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that would be intestines. I don't think intestines would make his stomach turn.
No.
Must be something else.
What could?
I don't know. Honestly, what could? Seeing a prosthetic in a trailer, what could actually make your stomach turn? But I don't know how desensitized Mason Gooding is.
Right.
Don't know how he handles that stuff. But hey, Scream 7 still set for release on February 27th, 2026. A year from now. We're getting close.
My mom's birthday.
Hell yeah, brother.
Sorry, Mom. I'm going to the theater.
We can bring her. We can bring her with. That's fine. Let's move on to our next topic, huh? This one's interesting. Just wanted to get it out there for you old school, niche, cult horror fans. I don't know if a lot of people watch this show that match that description, but if you do, this is interesting to you. Re-Animator and Bride of Re-Animator for the first time ever are being put on cassette by TerraVision, which we have the tapes behind you. I meant to grab those before, but the Friday the 13th tapes back there. You just move your head to the side real quick. Just go. There you go. Those tapes right there. Those are by TerraVision, parts 1 through 6 of F13. Super cool set. They sound pretty good too. Now they're doing a cassette bundle with Re-Animator and Bride of Re-Animator, limited to just 100. Okay, I already bought one, so now you're down to 99. All right, only $34.98, and this is all you're getting here: screen printed, custom heart-shaped box, screen printed in-house by TerraVision. Re-Animator original soundtrack cassette, first ever again. Bride of Re-Animator original soundtrack cassette, again. First time ever, okay? 2 Valentine's Day cards, heart-shaped candies, and rose petals. And I appreciate the heart. I like the candy box. Super clean.
Yeah, I want to get those 2 Valentines. I want to give one to Kathleen and one to Jeffrey.
To sign, or you just want?
Well, I want Jeffrey to sign his, and I want Kathleen to be my Valentine.
She'd probably love that because only 100 people have those, so she's rarely going to see them.
Yeah, we might need to pause. I might need to buy this.
Yeah, I saw it in the price at $34.98.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, I'm scooping and scoring.
That's awesome.
Immediately. But if you do want to buy them individually and you don't want to dish out the whole $35, or you don't want to buy a Re-Animator or vice versa, you can buy them individually for just $13. Not bad.
Yeah, really not. That is really cool.
I'm glad TerraVision is keeping cassettes alive.
Yes.
They're super cool. But yeah, there you go. Now let's run through our new releases and convention updates super fast. The Monkey comes out next week, February 21st. A lot of early screenings have already happened. We're hearing great things. Great things, man. I'm super, super excited for the Monkey. But
yes.
If you haven't heard about it, when twin brothers find a mysterious wind-up monkey, a series of outrageous deaths tear their family apart. 25 years later, the monkey begins a new killing spree, forcing the estranged siblings to confront the cursed toy.
Monk.
It looks as crazy as it sounds. I can't wait for it. Stephen King story, so.
The popcorn buckets.
And the popcorn bucket, man, at AMC. I need one. Also, just a reminder, Hard Eyes in theaters. I just want to promote this one as much as possible. Go see Hard Eyes. It's a good time. Support Mason Gooding. Support Christopher Landon.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Great. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. And Valentine's Day weekend would have been the perfect time to go. It's not too late. It's Sunday. Get out there, kid.
Yes.
Go have yourself a good time. No football to watch anymore. No excuses.
Nope.
Yeah. Convention updates. Let's talk about them. This one's a ways away. Not a ways away, but a month and a half away. But Days of Dead Chicago, I wanted to bring this up because if you are able to as an F-13 fan, you should go. They're doing a Part 5 reunion. It looks like they're still expanding on this F-13 Part 5 reunion. 2 big ones that don't do a lot of conventions, okay? Shavar Ross is going to be there. Reggie himself is going to be there. He's an amazing guy. I've never met him in person. I've communicated with him, actually, but I have never met him in person. Super excited for it. And John Shepard, Tommy's going to be there. He rarely does conventions.
Yeah, he's been poking his head out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm glad the reunions are bringing him out of his shell. But
yes.
I'm super excited for him to be there and meet him and get his signature on my Crystal Lake sign. But also already confirmed Melanie Kinnaman and Dick Wien. They hit the convention circuit quite a bit. But Shavar Ross and John Shepard don't really.
Yeah.
So if you can go, you should go. And also, Ty West is going to be there.
Yes.
Super cool. Ty West is going to be there.
That's awesome. House of the Devil is... it's one of my favorite horror movies.
Yeah, it's great.
And so I definitely want to meet him. I don't know if we're going to be there the whole weekend or just popping in
Saturday.
But it's in Rosemont.
Yep.
So I gotta go. I gotta meet Ty West. Even if I don't get anything signed, I just want to talk to him.
Yeah, Days of Chicago in March. There's 2 now. They do 2 Chicago shows, and it just was dead. They had no guest announcements really. It was like Revenge of the Nerds reunion and Shannon Elizabeth. And that was it.
Which, hey,
yeah, it's like it, but it's just a small show in comparison. They usually have a lot more guests. And then they came out with this Part 5 reunion with only a month to spare. I'm like, okay, sweet. Yeah, now I'm in. You got me. And then Ty West, of course. But also in the Days of the Dead world, we already talked about it last week. Days of the Dead Atlanta, February 21st or 23rd, only a week away. Guest highlights include Greg Nicotero, Tom Savini, Damian Leone, David Howard Thornton, CJ Graham, Roger L. Jackson, Derek Mears, and then the big 2 that often don't do conventions, Amanda Rietti, Whitney in Friday the 13th, 2009, and John Abrams, Bobby in Scary Movie. Don't forget he's also in the faculty. Get him to sign your faculty merch while you're there. Then, of course, the same weekend, next weekend, the 21st or 23rd, Mad Monster Party, Carolina, Darcy the Mail Girl, Brad Dourif, Fiona Dourif, Robert Englund, Devon Dudley, Ken Kersinger, Daniel Harris, Billy Zane, Lisa Zane, and then several other Nightmare on Elm Street guests are there. So they put on a hell of a show. I'd recommend Mad Monster over Days of the Dead. I would. So it just comes down to who do you want to meet?
Right.
Whose signatures do you want? Also, where do you live? Because Atlanta and Carolina are not exactly right next to each other.
You live right in between. It's going to be a tough choice for you.
Yeah, god damn. I actually don't know what I'd pick because I've met Because basically what I'd have to be picking between, because I've met everyone that's going to Days of the Dead except for Amanda and John.
Yeah.
So is Amanda and John more worthy than Brad Dourif and Fiona Dourif?
Devon?
I can go without Devon.
Oh.
Bubba's not there.
Well, that's true. True.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Robert Englund, though, he's only got so many left in him. He's getting up there. So just keep that in mind, too. And before we go, trivia question. Whoever gets this one right first in the comments will be pinned. In The Shining, what is the room number that Jack Torrance encounters a young lady having a bath in? Pretty obvious one for horror fans out there, but you know what? This is a first come, first serve situation.
I'm going to the comments right now. You better beat me. You better beat me.
There you go. There's your horror news of the week. If you enjoyed, as always, make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, drop a like, so you can come back next week and get your horror news then. That's it. That's it. With that, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.